Got ourselves, who's first up? Wait, let me see that thing. Look at that thing. That actually looks so good. Oh, it's just so subtle. It's so subtle. Austin first up versus Flamin, trying to see if he can get himself a go versus Destro Warlock. It's going to be a reflect. I think Austin might have been able to steal it. That's a lot of damage from the Touch of the Magic. It's been building. Hold on a second. Touch of the Magic is going to do a lot of damage there for a moment. Oh my god. Flamin actually popped himself back up to full health with a Warlock Hellstone towards the end of the ability. That actually is wild. Hold on a second. That's actually so good. Hold on. I think he's still dead though. Oh, that's just a lot of Arcane Mage damage. That's just a lot of damage. From one to the next though is exploited. It's going to be up next. Subtlety Rogue going in for a Cloak of Shadows very aggressively versus Austin, who's trying to go for as much of a defensive as humanly possible. Got himself maybe Alter Time. Does have Alter Time. Touch the Magic onto the Rogue. Now that he doesn't have a cloak, it's going to be a quick reset by him, trying to avoid as much of this Arcane Mage damage as possible. Dude, that is so rough. The amount of damage such a magic can do, by the way, like if a mage knows how to play, I'm always just like impressed. Not gonna lie, I'm just, every time I'm impressed. Exploited, actually able to get around Seawork quite easily, even enough to get a sap there. Kid shot, locking him down, doing quite a bit of damage, forcing the ice block out of the mage really early into the match for Austin. He does have a good amount of defensives that he can utilize in between of a lot of his abilities, right? In between defensives. They're all very, very good. But they're not like a strong defensive, like a Cloak of Shadows or an Evasion or a Vanish. It's like a stopgap, like you take no damage when that thing is up, more or less. But it's one that he has immunity, that's gone. So it's going to be down to him. How well does he utilize the cooldown reduction? How well does he utilize crowd control? How much value can he get from an Alter Time? So it's really going to come down to the wire now that he doesn't have that safety net anymore. Touch of the Magi, just trying to make sure he doesn't get interrupted by the Rogue. The Rogue does not have any ways to close the gap anymore. Hold on a second. I think it's just over. No missing out. Touch of the Magi, it's just done. Doesn't even cheat death. The guy even got denied cheat death unless he somehow procced it earlier. And I might have just missed it completely. Morrigan trying to avoid him all. The random stray Arcane Orb does connect with all these pets. Barrage is out for Austin. Able to trap up the pets for just a second as Morrigan kind of going at Seawork solo. Turtle Shell really early as more pets are joining in little by little. Arcane Sphere for Austin. I don't even know if he was going to be able to knock Morrigan back. Unless he just tried to see if he could reposition with that ability really quickly. Just to maybe give it a little bit extra like time, so travel time before the Turtle Shell is out. For Morrigan, they got to get the pets over on Seawork. That's like the most amount of damage this guy going on right now. Gonna be another touch of the Magic. Morrigan might be under a ton of pressure. I don't know if he got any more defenses. Trying to see if he can trap up the mage. Looks like he tried to trap him, but no, they touched the Magic. Just everything collapsed all at once. Oh my goodness, the amount of damage. Quick breath onto Sappies. He's trying to get himself a proper go versus Austin. Is going to go for that aggressive use of a Vanish, which is not the worst as Outlaw Rogue. Because of the cooldown reduction, you are going to get that ability back a little bit faster. Austin trying to see if he can reposition against the Rogue. He's got plenty of pistols, looking for a quick charge. Does hit him with a poly. That's going to be a ring of fire, so as Rogue approaches Austin, unless he can shadow step around the ring of fire, that fire damage together with the touch of magic and the missiles, that's all just going to coalesce all together. And Sappy might be under a ton of pressure, hoping for a cheat death right now. Denied! Just denied a cheat death. What? Twice. Blizzard, what is a cheat death? What is the purpose of the button? Twice Austin has been able to deny it from a Rogue. Twice. It just procs and it just is like, nah, you don't get to cheat it. Nah, you're just dead. It's over. You're done. Chaos trying to see if he can just charge at Austin. He is focusing down the Observer up in the air for a little bit, trapping Chaos as well as all of the demons all at once. How did they all get lined up like this? To be perfectly surrounded by the Ring of Frost. Just has a Ring of Fire, another touch of the Magic, all that combo together, tanking up this damage as best as possible, trying to see if he can amp up his demons a little bit here. As Austin looking for a little bit of recovery. Man's got no ice block, but he's actually looking very, very healthy. Chaos trying to see if he can land a fear on the guy around the corner, and Austin's just trying to avoid the Tyrant go for a bit. While the pets are empowered, he's just trying to control the pets. He's trying not to get in front of Chaos and get CC'd, but he's also trying to avoid the pets as best as possible. Ring of Fire in one hand, with an Arcane Orb in the other. He's kind of zoning you out. He's forcing you away from the pillar. He tried to see if he could reposition. Hopefully Chaos has himself a port set up to maybe retreat if ever necessary. Does go for the Touch of Magic. He's going to be quite a bit of burst. Arcane Sphere, trying to see if he can send it towards Chaos, or rather maybe focusing on pets. Those pets actually do quite a number. Stun, does have himself a blink, avoiding the fear. All the time is available. He's actually trying to see if he can get an Arcane Surge off of the pet to prime it to chase after Chaos. Got himself a quick Mortal Coil. More pets are in. That's going to be awesome. Actually blinking in. That was the longest blink in the world. Drop it down that Observer very, very quickly. But it's actually starting to take a little bit of damage from these pets, trying to slow down the puppy dogs, as well as get some damage on the Chaos. He's going to go for a quick intro, but mostly, as you can see, avoiding those pets. He's very, very conscious of those pets, rooting them, knocking them. Quick axe toss, does go for the blink into the wall. But Chaos might not be in a great spot right now. He does get himself an extra demon spawning in. Unless I think at good line inside of Austin. I don't even know if that's actually going to be able to do anything. Yeah, that was just kind of stuck. Maybe. Hold on. Chaos trying to see if he can tank up. Does get interrupted on Shadow. Looking for a hand to go down. Breath to fall. Touch the Magi. I think it's just over. And exploded. There it is. This man is literally master of arcanes. My god. I still don't know what the hell happened. I think, dude, we got to get another go with these rogues. We got to get another go. Twice in a row. He was able to just deny a rogue a cheat death. Twice. Was that demon timing? Honestly, dude. Honestly. Let's get another one going. BD, first up, versus Jay. Immediately charges and stun. Just shell shocking the mage. I-beam in every direction. Got him some wings on wings upon wings. Look at this. What is this? Is that the Miss Pandaria wings? Or is that a toy? Big hunt immediately as Jay's just trying to make sure his head doesn't go spinning in all the directions, as DBD does not want to give this man a moment to stand still at all. Cleaving him down, charging him, big blade dance. Oh, man's almost died. Just froze. He just froze. My health. Recover. He's just watching the cell bar. He's literally just watching the cell bar. He's watching the cell bar like, please recover. I need you. Please be full. I can't have you go down to nothing. Blade Dance does get to avoid it. Trinket out for Jay. No. Undead ratio, so it's going to put his Trinket, I think, on a 30-second cooldown, if not a minute cooldown. Hopefully just 30. Still a stun onto Jay. Oh, he did something for this one. Got himself a bit of defense. If only he could alter his fate in this situation. They're not going to be able to alter anything here. You may be able to only delay the inevitable, but to alter your fate? Not happening, as BD trying to see if he can avoid backhead immediately. Man's charging out, but BD charges out of there instantly. Charges back in. Wants to make sure he's the one getting the stun. Full I-beam. Everything is available. That is going to be a spear to lock him in place, but it looks like the backhead is mostly just trying to see if he can lock the demon away from him. BD just got himself so much damage. That full go. Massive output versus backhead. Just go for a bit of a eventual retreat. Hunt to follow, and that's going to be the warrior trying to see if he can just toughen up the damage as best as he can with an enraged generation, but every single blade dance just hurts. The cleaves, oh, it does go down. That man was just left with nothing at all to fight through it. Fear onto BD. But the man is the one that's putting fear into everyone's eyes. That is a beautiful mound, by the way. Oh god. When you go too close to the wall, I feel like I go through a bit of a seizure. There's just so many colors. Camera shakes. Camera resumes. Stun onto Atha. Man's gonna go for a stun immediately onto BD. Trinket immediately out of Demon Hunter though, as Atha already feeling the pressure, might be looking at a bubble right now. Man sitting in the Shield of Vengeance, but barely feeling confident right now. I mean, he's feeling pretty good. He feels like he could do well, but like in terms of his health bar, nah, might be looking at a bubble right now, champ. BD does not have an immunity. Oh wait, no, he does have an immunity. But while he doesn't have a trinket, he wants to play it super safe. Darkness down. I don't know if you want to play against this. Trying to see if he can just generate himself some resources. Darkness so far keeping him alive. The I-beam gives him opportunity to just have another Mongo big go. Got himself a quick immune for just a moment while waiting for a stun. Big blade dance. Atha with a stun of his own. Got himself the big wake of ashes. Does he go in for Fairlath? I think might actually have BD down. Sigil of Fear. Does let him escape for a second. Still a hammer hanging over the man's head. Big cleave onto Atha. Is this going to be enough? The big blade dance. Oh, he barely survives it. Atha does end up taking down the DH. Lay on hands just to make sure he recovers. That was a lot going on, but the demon has been smitten. But the man just brought fear into this guy right here. Bubbled and laying hands. Even after the guy is long gone, still laying hands. Does Fairlath do shadow damage to you? Because it looked like you were engulfed in Shadow Flame all over. Does it do Shadow Flame damage to the wielder? This is going to be Spiral up next, trying to claw down Atho. He just needs a good angle. Why he's got himself the Shroud where he's immune to CC. He needs to find a way to punish Atham. He could charge him, press wall, cannot get stunned or anything. Could really just run a train on Atho until he gets himself a Spell Warden. But it really depends. I think while you have Shroud, you probably should go. What's the duration of Shroud, right? 40 seconds? 30 seconds? It's like 30 seconds, right? Atho kind of limited what he can really do. Spyro Shroud does end up falling off last minute. Wall is available though, trying to go for a kick into Atho. The hammer will not stop him for just a moment. Big fire breath to follow, and that's going to be a big deep breath right after. Atho needs an out for this one. Might be looking at Spell Warden right now. He does get Spell Warden. Spyro, he can't really respond. Maybe he can keep himself alive as best as possible. Atho trying to see if he can turn this around. Full Crusade active. Everything is available. Slamming down on the dragon. Big wake of ashes. He got himself full route to escape, but still not really out of the fight just yet. Hand of Freedom still available. Trying to go for Sleepwalker to Atho. Goes for a big kick. I think it's just over for the dragon. Is going to be able to Rage of Fairlath him down last minute. I love the Rage of Fairlath. I really wish I could see like the full combo, the entire thing up until the final hit. But at least he's got himself a little bit of damage out of it, right? At least there's a bit of it there. Who's up next? Is it going to be Hunter potentially or Wish? Wish is up next. For Atho, not looking great. Not a lot of mana, not a lot of immunities, not a lot of forbearance abilities. Human racial is coming back up, so at least you'll be able to break out of a stun. Maybe if you can use Fairlath as part of your go, that's about it. I think he's just gonna have to play defensively. Shield of Vengeance. He's even playing the 2-minute Crusade button. So you might just have to play around until that Crusade is available. As it's going to be Wish for full Serenity. Zuan approaching, trying to go for a Searing Glare just to limit some of the damage out of Wish. Does go to Wish. He's going in for Fist of Fury, but all those are whooshing past Athoman's head. Shield of Vengeance might to come out for Atho. I see he does have a Karma rolling on him, which is just really not giving Atho any opportunity to even go counter-offensive. Does go Shield of Vengeance last second. Needs someone for this one. Next stun, maybe could give Atho potential go here. Hold on, Wish kind of low. Atho, no health, touch of death. I was going to say touch of death. Yeah, just touch of death. Just touch of death. Just might as well, right? You got him low anyway, might as well. Does get whooshed out of there immediately by Kata. With Hunter or Griff up next. I think it's going to be Hunter, yeah? Hunter? Wait, I'm switching the wrong guy. It is Hunter. As Kata chilling back. Playing a different build versus Wish, by the way. I've noticed some monks play Serenity and others play Storm, Earth, and Fire. I was going to call it Touch of the Magic for some reason. But what is the big difference between the two? Like, I know both of them burst, but like, well, I still just want to know the difference, really, because I know both of them buff your damage, but like one is just no resources while it's active, and the other is like just images copy what you do. Is there really that big a difference to it, or is it like one more sustained focus, the other is more bursty focus? Like, can a monk main explain to me like I'm 5? Because I really do have a mentality of that of a 5-year-old. Bestial Wrath up for Hunter doesn't really go into versus Kata. For Kata, line of sight is actually huge. As long as he's unable to ramp up his pets or go for those kill commands, you're actually fine. Finally gets to close the gap with Hunter. Man disengaging out. Immediately got himself a death shock and might be able to build up a bit of damage. A whole zoo charging out of Kata. Does he have an escape? He needs to find a way to deal with all his pets. Maybe a Ring of Peace would help him out a ton. The pets are still surrounding him from every angle. He got every single piece over Valley right now. Just trying to limit with the defensive of the, what is it called? Dampen harm, just to reduce some of the damage taken, unless he's got a Karma parry. Fist of Fury is actually kind of huge, stopping some of the pet damage. Is silenced for just a second. Needs to get himself a big over Hunter. Does he go for Lexi? He needs some kind of way to lock him down. Hold on a second. Oh, he might just have him. Oh my god, he does get it in the last second. Are you kidding me? The man does get to survive, and he just needed a big breakaway and a go, and that's exactly what he got there. Griff, not even gonna give this guy, this champ, this dude that actually, I think, fought through the clutches of what was gonna be an impossible victory. And he's just gonna punish him with a secret technique. Not even gonna hold back or anything. Not even gonna give him an honor duel. And he's a monk. He could actually just heal himself to full. Lore, I don't know how you're gonna be able to do this. I think Frost Death Knight versus Sub Rogue, at least in a pure 1v1 setting, does not really compete. I'm hoping you do, but you never really know. Got himself a snowball bounce and grippy hand. Looks like you gripped him either way. Wait, what happened there? Looks like it gripped him either way, like out of smoke bomb. was it just, like I said, a blind smoke bomb interaction with Grippy Hand? IBF to break out of that stun. Evasion up for the Rogue, trying to see if he can maybe remorse the switch or lock him down, but with the Cloak of Shadows, the Rogue is able to immune that completely. Lore's got nothing he can do in this situation, even though his health is just completely necrotic out. Yeah, just in a 1v1 setting, there's just no shot you can really fight a sub-rogue. It's just not really a viable strat, man. It looked like DK gripped himself towards the target, reverse grip.